really good, so I'm sure it's going to taste really good as well. Oh, that's really yummy. You can taste the ginger. It's not too spicy, but there's still a bit of spice there. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here, then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious spicy beef stir-fry rice. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a delicious spicy beef stir-fry rice. So this recipe is really easy to do, and it's one of those dishes that makes a fantastic midweek meal. You can prepare all of the ingredients the night before and then just cook it off the next day when you want to eat it. The first thing I've done is actually cooked off my rice. I didn't cook it off last night, but I have cooked it today, and I've just left it on the side to cool basically. Rice isn't great if you cook it and then leave it for a few days. You shouldn't really do that, but if you cook it and then you put it in the refrigerator overnight, then it's fine to cook it off the next day. It does produce germs, which is why they say not to cook it and leave it. You should really eat it once you've cooked it, but leaving it in the fridge is okay. So I cooked that off, and I've done a recipe on how to cook brown rice, and I will link that in the description box below for you. But the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to make my sauce for the beef stir fry. So I'm going to get a tablespoon of tamari, and I'm just going to put that in a bowl, and then I'm going to get a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar as well, and I'm going to pour that in. And then I've got a tablespoon of tomato puree here as well that I'm going to pop into this bowl. I'm going to mix all of these ingredients together at the end, and then I'm going to get a tablespoon of coconut sugar. Now you can use honey if you want to, or you could use brown sugar. A sugar of your choice basically. The reason I use coconut sugar is because it slides through the liver slightly easier. It still is a sugar, so it still will affect the liver in some ways, but it just slides through slightly easier than refined white sugar does. So that's why I like to use it in my recipes. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of ginger to that as well. As I said, this is going to be spicy, so I'm going to add a rather large teaspoon of ginger. You could use fresh ginger in this as well if you wanted to. So you could grate like a 2-inch piece, or however spicy you like it. So that is my sauce made for the stir fry. And now I'm going to move on and heat my pan and start the recipe. And the first thing I've done is I put a large pan, and I've just put that onto a high heat, and I'm going to add oil to the base of that pan. I'm going to leave the pan to heat up, but before I go, I just want to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you'd like to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you did really like this video today, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. Everything like that really helps me out, and I would really appreciate it. So yes, as I said, I'm going to leave the pan to heat up. The pan is getting nice and hot now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the onions to the base of the pan. So I've got one red onion here that I've just simply peeled, sliced and diced, and I'm going to pop that into the base of the pan. You don't have to use red onion, you could use spring onions or a white onion if you wanted to as well. So as I said, I'm just going to pop that in the base, and I'm going to fry the onion until it starts to soften and go a lovely golden brown colour. So this will probably take about 3 to 5 minutes just to let it soften in the pan. The onion has started to soften beautifully, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the heat down a little bit on the pan, and I'm going to add in my garlic. So I've got 2 cloves of garlic here that I've just simply peeled and sliced, and I'm just going to pop those into the base of the pan. And I'm going to fry these for about 30 seconds or so, or just until you can smell the garlic and you can sort of see it going a golden brown colour as well. You just want it to go a lovely golden brown colour, because that's when you know you can add more ingredients in. I don't want it to go like black or anything like that. I don't want it to burn, but I just want it to go a lovely golden brown colour. And now I'm going to add in my red pepper. So I've got one red pepper here that I've just simply removed the top of the pepper and then taken the stalk and the core out and then just simply sliced and diced the flesh. So as I said, I'm just going to add the pepper to the base of the pan now, and I'm going to fry this for a good 5 minutes, because this does take a little while to soften while in the pan, but I promise you the efforts are worth the results. This will taste really nice in the meal that you're about to, or if you're cooking this, then this will taste really nice in the meal. I do love pepper, so persevere is what I say, keep going and it will start to soften. The pepper has started to soften now. It did take about 3 minutes before it started to soften. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the carrot. So I have one carrot here that I've just simply peeled and grated. I grate the carrot because it tends to cook quicker in the meal. So it takes a little bit less time to heat through. And also my husband and son, as I've said in previous videos, don't know it's in there, so it's good for me. It means they eat it without realising and don't have to pick it out. So yes, I'm just going to fry this now until it sort of wilts down with the rest of the vegetables, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my minced beef. So this recipe is as if it serves 4 people. So I've got about 500 grams of just ground beef or minced beef there, depending on which continent you're standing. And all I'm simply going to do is just bash it up, break it up with the wooden spoon and let it cook in the pan. So once it all goes a lovely golden brown colour, I will add in the sauce. But as I said, I'm just going to continue to break this up in the pan and help it to cook this way. The minced beef has all turned a lovely golden brown colour. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the sauce that I made earlier. So I'm just going to pour that over the top like so, and I'll mix that in like so. Oh, that smells really good now. And I will get some salt and pepper in a moment as well, and I'll add the salt and pepper in. But I'm just going to mix all of the sauce into the beef like so. I'm just going to go and grab some salt and pepper. So I've grabbed the salt and the pepper, so I'm just going to add salt and pepper to this. So salt and pepper seasoning to your taste. If you like it, then add it. If you don't, then don't worry too much. It will still be tasty with the ginger. We like salt and pepper, but we don't like too much. We don't like it too spicy, so, but we don't mind a little bit of spice. So that's almost done. I'm going to turn the heat off now, and I'm going to add the rice in as well. So this is like a stir fry rice, so I'm just adding the rice in right at the end. I'm going to make sure I get it all as well. Waste not, want not, as my grandmother used to say. Like so. So that's all of the rice. And as I said, I'm just going to mix this in. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop some spinach in a moment. And I'm going to throw that in as well. But that's basically dinner done. And I will throw the spinach in and then I will try it and let you know how it tastes. But it smells so good. Honestly, I'm sure it's going to be delicious. So yes, that is nearly our dinner done. So I just chopped up my spinach and threw it in without actually filming it. So I'm sorry about that. There is spinach in there. And I will go and grab a bowl now. I will serve some up and I will let you know how it tastes. I've served some of this into a bowl, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a try. As I said earlier, it smells really good, so I'm sure it's going to taste really good as well. Oh, that's really yummy. You can taste the ginger. It's not too spicy, but there's still a bit of spice there. And there's you can definitely taste the tamari, and there's a hint of sweet and sour to that as well. So yes, I'm looking forward to having this for my dinner this evening. That's how you make my delicious spicy beef stir-fry rice, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening, and it smells and tastes so good. I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.